Hello, hello. It's Chickpea. Today we're gonna talk about in your life when you're living and things are just kind of starting to seem like they're dragging on and you don't have that spark that you usually have. And we're gonna talk about a list that I've made of things that are really, really easy to forget, but when you remember them and you stay on top of them, you just feel like a better, happier person. Now, this is just my opinion. This is obviously some of these are going to be backed by science to be, improving your mood and whatnot. But the list itself is made by me. It's 7 things, right? So the first one is just literally having a clean room. So, as you're going to college or you're working 5 days a week or whatever it may be, right? You're living. So, you might take off your jumper and you might, put it over there. And then once in a while, your room kind of starts to build up a bit of clutter. And it's important just on a Sunday or just one of the evenings just to take and just put that stuff away because it really, really impacts, how your mind feels and how you feel as a person. So that's going to be my number one. It's easy to forget because, the standard of your room and the cleanliness of it goes down bit by bit because, you clean it, whenever, and then bit by bit, it starts to get a bit messier. So it's hard to notice. So it's just important to stay on top of that. The second one is getting a haircut because, if your hair overgrows, it's another one of those things that day by day, it kind of starts to happen. Your hair gets a bit longer, a bit, messier. I could do with a haircut now. I might go today or tomorrow just to get, this shaped up a bit. But it makes you feel good because to look in the mirror and feel good about how you look is one of the most important things to, feeling good about yourself. So a haircut I put up there most definitely. Third is going to be exercise. If you're not one to go to the gym or to play any sport, this can be something as simple as hopping on a treadmill or, going for a walk or going for a jog. It's important to get your body moving, your blood flowing. It's one of those things as well. If you're a really busy person, it might just slip your mind. If you're a person like me and you're kind of in the routine of, going to the gym or playing sport or getting outside and being active, then this might not be a problem for you. But if you're one of those people who, maybe sits at their desk a lot for work or, has a really difficult thing to study and they need to spend a lot of time at their desk, then, set time aside a few evenings a week or a few mornings and just, get active. I'm going to pair that exercise one in with another one because they're kind of related. It's nature. So, if you're an exercise person and you go to the gym a lot, it might be good on a Sunday to go for a walk in a park or, wherever you have near you where there's trees and grass, because there's something about it. I think it's also scientifically proved that, nature boosts your mood, being in nature, spending time in nature. And also fresh air does you no harm. So, yeah, that's another one. So far we've had clean room, haircut, exercise, and nature. The fifth one I'm going to go for is social interaction and laughter. It's another one of those things that it's hard to remember to kind of do if you're a very busy person. If you're working all the time, let's say, as the previous examples I've gave, you're working or you're studying all the time, it's easy to forget like, oh, damn, I haven't met up with people in a while. I haven't had a good laugh, a sit down, have a drink or two or, whatever it may be, play a board game and just have a laugh with a few people. Laughter is like kind of healing or something, man. It's just so good. And also social interaction is obviously necessary. If you go for, a week or two without seeing anyone and you're just, doing your own thing, you will start to kind of feel your mood. You'll start to feel a certain type of way. If you've ever experienced that, you'll know what I'm kind of talking about. So even if you compare that in with the nature one, go for a walk with a friend, have a nice this conversation, talk about a few things that, you find interesting, and have a bit of a laugh. 10 out of 10. So number six is good posture. If you spend a lot of time at your desk, and your laptop is kind of down on the desk, you could spend a lot of time looking down like this, and your neck is kind of bent kind of that way, and your shoulders might get like this. And if you play a lot of video games, this can also happen. It's important to be mindful, just to, be like this. I don't have a standing desk, and I don't have a laptop stand on my desk. It's just something I need to be mindful of because I'm also kind of sometimes bad for my posture. So it's important to be mindful of that. I think I will actually invest like whatever it is, 20 quid in one of those standing, not a standing desk, but a laptop stand so that when I'm sitting at my desk, my laptop is eye height. So I can sit like this and look at my laptop instead of, you know, having to look down, and then that creates that slight kind of bend in your neck. I haven't actually researched how good posture affects you, but I know it's major important. And obviously, in the long run, you don't want to be slanted like this. So, yeah, keep that in mind. And number seven is quiet time. I'm calling this quiet time and not meditation because, you know, you can have any sort of quiet time. You could have reading, you could have playing an instrument, you could have a bit of chess, you could have anything just to basically wind down. Because let's say, for example, this is a typical day for you. You know, you wake up, um, you know, let's say you blast music in your ears because you're going to the gym. So you wake up, you get ready to go to the gym, boom, music in your ears, you're going to the gym. You get home, you shower, and then boom, you're off to work. Boom, you're you know, loads of energy working away for the day, and then you get home and then you hop on the game with your friends, and then boom, you're playing the game, and then you go to bed. Like, where was the time that day for you to kind of relax and take a slow moment? Because I think that is majorly important. When your mind is just kind of constantly highly stimulated, it can be kind of, I don't know, you kind of just forget to take a moment to just think to yourself, and it might make you miss something. When you have days like that where you're constantly stimulated, it's almost hard to remember the other things on the list. So, if anything, the quiet time is necessary to stay on top of the other things, because if you're constantly highly stimulated, you know, like the day that I just described, you know, you're going to be forgetting to clean your room because, you know, you don't even realize, you don't look around your room because you're constantly boom, next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. But if you take a minute just to read a book, or, you know, to meditate, or to, you know, play a game of chess or whatever it may be, then you'll kind of take a second, and then you'll kind of turn around for a second and you'll be like, oh shit, well, my room's kind of messy, and oh damn, I kind of need a haircut, like, so may go do those things. Yeah. So yeah, that's the list. Again, it's so easy when you're go all the time to forget these minimum basic things to just sustain you and your mood and your mental health and your physical health. So, you know, that's kind of my list of seven. But if you have extra things, maybe it's worth like writing them down on a whiteboard just for like a gentle reminder, or even a poster on the wall, because it's so easy just to let those things slip by you, and then boom, you're feeling a bit down and you don't know why. So yeah, make your own list if you feel you need to. Have a good one. It's been Chickpea.